Hi Pig, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter 2018 Chinese New Year's reading. Now your overall energy card is the Moon. And you are seeking your higher self through your unconscious inner self. But you're going to be cycling out with the Moon this year. There's going to be really calm and quiet times. And then there's going to be turbulent times too with your emotions particularly. There's going to be some deception, and then there's going to be some exposure of truth. The cyclic influence of the Moon affects our mind and body, our human condition. There's gravitational forces that are pushing and pulling the ebb and tide of life. And I think that's a good theme here for your 2018. There's going to be ebbs and tides. There's going to be the dark and the light. And it's going to be vacillating. There's going to be visionary things coming in, illuminary aspects of enlightenment. The Moon might be the darker road travel, but it's going to bring the light of enlightenment to you. You do have to be careful of a runaway imagination and things going into excess. Because the only other major arcana card that you received in this reading is the Devil. This is about some temptations coming into your life. You making decisions, the right decisions to go the right way and not go down the wrong path. The Devil card is your illusionary card. And you have to keep your feet down to earth to make the right decisions. This isn't a devil, the creature that's in this card. This is a satyr. And it signifies being a scapegoat. Are you pointing the finger at other people and having them a scapegoat? If you're doing something wrong or too much of something, it's time to come back down to earth and into reality. Because this card signifies denial of some sort. That's not your hand doing this. That's not your voice saying that. I think we do that quite a bit more often than we even realize, where we're actually thinking, wow, did I do that? We'd like to think it's some out-of-body experience, and it's not us. It's not conjured within our unconscious self. Because the Moon card is about your unconscious self and coming in connection with it. The self with the unknown. Now you can't fear the unknown, but you can the devil. There'll be times in these light and darks and ups and downs that you're going to have to be careful about making mistakes and doing some damage control if you have. But there's going to be some good times coming up here. The cards on the left, for what you know, receive the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Now the Three of Cups is a celebration card, but it's a Cups card, and it's connected to emotions that connects back to the Moon card. You're going to have some achievements and people are going to revel with you. Or else it's going to be shared achievements, where people are singing on the same sheet of music in harmony. And if that's not happening, there's going to be people that had supported you. They're going to pat you on the back and say, good job. And the reason you did a good job is because of the Page of Pentacles there. I call him Mr. Responsible, because that's what he is. He takes on the responsibilities and does the right thing. He always wants to know what's next and how he should proceed. So he researches, canvas, goes into other people's minds and asks them, if you were in this position, what would you do? Actually, this card is kind of a linchpin of the whole reading, because here it's earth element, grounding and practical, keeping you down to earth. When I saw this Page of Pentacles card, I thought about that old song by, what's it, Bachman Turner Overdrive? Taking care of business. I saw him in concert years ago in a small theater, and these guys were so huge, they were like football player linebackers, and the guitars looked so small in their hands. But yeah, it's time to take care of business. But make sure you're down to earth when you're doing that, and you're looking at the consequences involved. Because that's what the Page of Pentacles is doing and being responsible for, is the consequences. He's preparing himself so he doesn't have to deal with them. Now this is going to be a year of some new beginnings, because the cards next door for what is or can be yours, you receive the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. If you notice, you have another ace in the future. The very last card is the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is just a promise for a new beginning. You have to be careful there with the devil, because you might not accept a new beginning. These right now are just promises of opportunities. And the Ace of Cups is about manifesting more deeper relationships, and that's with yourself particularly, but also with other people. Deepening your relationships and your affection towards these people that you love in your life. This is also reminding you to enjoy life. Enjoy the five senses. You know, sex, smells, sight, aestheticness of them all. But don't go off the deep end and go into the devil, where you're exceeding so much pleasure that it's not pleasure anymore. Now the new beginning with the Ace of Wands is connected to the moon. This is spiritual. So you have emotional and a spiritual new beginning coming together. This is also just like the self and the unknown melting together with the moon card. This is a warning that you have to know thyself in order to succeed in 2018. The Devil card next door there is a glaring white elephant as a warning. But for your self and self-awareness category, you also have the Six of Swords. And this is a card about moving on. And he is moving away from the devil. In this card, you can see it. This is going from turbulent to tranquil waters. And this card helps you ease through this transition. Now this card can signify travel. But I think the travel is going to be within your mind, because of the moon card, which accentuates and heightens psychic abilities, intuition, dreams. These are messages that are going to be coming to you to avoid the devil card. With this cyclic nature that's going on in your year, there's going to be some synchronicities coming around. Things that happen at a particular time in your life, and then they repeat themselves in a funny and different way. But they're all connected, and all of a sudden you're going to start putting the dots together. And say, oh yeah, I didn't realize this was all connected. Because a lot of times the moon makes things appear for what they really aren't. It's kind of an illusion. And you have to see through that, through the dim reflective light of the moon. Make sure you recognize when it's rising and it's full. And you can see things almost like daylight. This is where the enlightenment is coming in. Now the future cards are excellent. You received the Three of Cups again, so you're carrying over this reveling and celebrating into the future. Something good is going to be happening, or many things good that's going to culminate into one big, really big good is going to be happening this year for you. And it's going to have something to do with your past, because you received the Six of Cups. There could be somebody from the past that's walking into your life, and paradoxically into your future, past to future. Maybe this is something that you learned a long time ago that's going to benefit you now and in your future. And once again, you're given another new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is finances. And it's also about health and well-being, which is nice to have too, because you don't have wealth if you don't have health. And I wish you happiness, wealth, and longevity.